All right, what's up, Weird World? I'm here with my brother, the Baron.
What's
Say
up,
hi to the
people?
people, Baron.
What's up, people?
Now we got some Reddit stories in here today, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna love this one, bro.
Let's sound. Let's sound.
All right, let's get into it.
Relationship advice. Update. My 37 male girlfriends, 34 female daughter, 13 female claimed I violated her. Now I'm proved innocent. My girlfriend wants to reconcile, but I'm not sure I want to.
All right, let's stop right there before we go any further. That's the first beginning of the story. How do you feel?
As so, how I feel about the situation is this: point blank, period. If your child lies on me and said I did something I know damn well I didn't do, and I want to leave, respect my wishes and let me leave because I know just watching that little small clip, it was more than this a disagreement.
Oh
It was
yes, oh
so yeah.
yes, bro. When you get into this, you'll be like the audacity of this bitch. Let's get into it.
All
Original
right.
post. We've been going out for the best part of 2 years. It was going amazingly well, and because of lockdown, we moved in together. She is just the one daughter, and I always thought we got on well. Last week, I got home from work and I noticed her and her daughter were not in. I didn't really think it was strange, but I then was contacted by the police asking me to go in and see them, which I did. Basically, her daughter claims I violated her. I didn't, of course, absolutely denied it, and the police asked me permission to search my house, which I did. They examined the daughter, didn't find anything, and she basically was interviewed and admitted she made it up. She admitted her dad, who's a real wrong un, was telling her she needed to say that so it could get me out the picture and he might be able to be back in her life. He's not been in it for a while, and hasn't long started to make contact and
Bruh,
spend time with her, and
you
we've
know how
noticed she's
mad
changed
I'll
a bit
be.
lately. Acting out, being
Just-
disrespectful, that sort of thing. If I ask her to do something, "You're not my freaking dad," etc. Naturally, I'm relieved, but I'm
I'll
angry,
take disrespect from
upset,
children
and just really
anytime.
confused. My girlfriend made contact, saying she wants to move back in, and we look into picking up where
Pause
we
it.
left off.
Pause
I
it. Like I said, the audacity. So your daughter can lie on me. Say I don't know how to say this on YouTube without getting striked. Touched
Violated.
her,
Let's go with the word violated.
violated her, and once I'm proved innocent, all right, that just let everything go back to being the way it was.
Shit not about to go back like it was. Sorry, that's not
Who
fuck that.
you think I am? Oh, I'm mad.
I'm a very forgiving man.
I
I
am
really
not.
am. You know, I got you know what? Let me phrase it. I'm not forgiving. I'm very what's what I'm looking for? It's gonna take a while for me to say, okay, I'm done with you. You know that. I got a big
Yeah,
heart.
yeah.
But once that threshold is hit, especially that now, we done.
Oh, most definitely. I'm like, ma'am, I could have went to jail. That's continue.
told her no way, because I can't trust her daughter yet, and don't really want to be around her,
Valid.
and I'm not sure I want her living under my roof. She said she's only a kid, and I shouldn't hold it against her, and she was being
Pause it
manipulated.
again.
I know that's
Pause
true,
it again.
but I can't.
I shouldn't hold it against her. Why the hell not?
So you're in my house. You're telling me just relax. Like, no, bitch. No, we don't relax on that.
Resume.
Look past how horrible it was. She also says as a mom, she did what she has to do, and as horrible as it was, she'd do it again in a heartbeat, so can't say she apologizes. I mean, I
And then no apology.
Mm. I agree with the fact as a parent, as a parent, you gotta do what you gotta do for your kids. I agree with that as a parent.
Facts.
But I also gonna say is if you're wrong, you gotta admit when you're wrong. You can't say, well, situation never happened, but I'm not gonna apologize.
Right. Like, ma'am, your daughter just accused me of something horrific.
Horrendous that will end my whole life.
This is gonna reverberate from my life forever. And what she say? I'll just do it again if it ever happens again. That's why I'm afraid to have her in my house, woman.
Get that.
Exactly.
But it doesn't make anything
Resuming.
easier, and I can't apologize for how I feel too. So here I am. I don't know what to do. She's staying with her mom until we can talk, but I genuinely don't know what way it'll go. Do I take her back and move on? Or shall I cut my losses?
No.
Edited to add, it's bad enough what happened. What's making it feels all worse is that, I feel like she should be a bit more empathetic and apologize at least for what happened, and what the kid did.
That part.
But she's not doing that. Edit 2, Jesus Christ. I'm not a police apologist or anything, but what is it with people in this thread and the police? They did a great job, investigated properly, and my name is cleared and I have no further involvement with them. I just don't understand why people have a problem with me stating the facts or even not being negative about them. Now for the top advice before the update. What your ex-girlfriend doesn't get is that, there is a difference between being angry at a child, and protecting yourself. You don't have to hold a grudge against a manipulated 13-year-old, in order to conclude that you have to stay away from her because she can put you in a lot of trouble.
Facts.
Exactly. I
Mhm.
feel like she just thinks we can just carry on as if nothing happened.
That's the
Move on
dumb
from this
part to
one,
me.
mate. Cut your losses. You can't trust her to not do it again, and they might believe her if she makes multiple accusations against you. Your girlfriend
Facts.
did the right thing by her daughter, but I don't think this can be a relationship again. What if
Nope.
you need to discipline her daughter one day? Not physically, but like grounding her or something, and she makes up crap again? Not worth
That.
the risk.
That's
Exactly.
scary.
It makes me extremely hesitant to even talk to her again. I don't think it's a good idea to continue. Yes, the girl was manipulated by her dad, but if it happened once, why shouldn't it happen again? Yes, as a mom, your girlfriend did right by her daughter. However, would you be able to even consider letting her and the girl move back in, knowing that you
Nope.
are in constant danger of being wronged again? Sorry, but I think you should move on and let them sort out the mess with the dad alone. Exactly. I just don't trust her daughter anymore. And if you can't trust someone under your own roof, there's not much chance of building that back up.
And that's valid.
And now for the update. I broke up with her. Thank
Good
you all
man.
honestly, for all the advice and reassurance. I honestly already knew that I wanted to finish it ever before my last post, but I just needed others to write it out to verify it in my own mind. A few people said, why is this even a question? Well, in all honesty, it was mainly because I'm not the most self-confident of guys. You see, even though I'm told I'm a great guy and a good catch, I've only ever been in 3 serious relationships and actually active with 7 women including her, and she couldn't
Lord.
believe it when I told her I'd been single for a while before I met her. I don't have a lot of confidence with women. So,
Only-
I was genuinely weighing up if I should stay with her as I might not meet anyone else for a while, and might not be able to do better, as sad as that sounds. Plus, I was worried if I do meet someone else, how do I explain how my last relationship ended? Oh yeah. Me and my ex didn't work out because her 13-year-old daughter claimed I was touching her and I didn't ever want to see her again. But she later admitted it was wrong and her dad put her up to it, and the police cleared me. I'm totally innocent, honest.
Facts.
So,
I didn't
suppose
think
looking
about
at
it like
myself-
that, but how could you explain how your last relationship ended?
Oh yeah, very true. And also, listen, there, Pop's got to get the hands, bro.
Oh, most definitely.
Pop's got to get the hands, bro.
Oh, most definitely.
Is this video age restricted?
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and keep PG for you. So just because you want to get back a past relationship that whatever reason y'all broke up anyway,
You're not in your
You-
daughter's life at all.
you're not dog at all. You probably missed the mom or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna throw me under the bus, possibly get me put in jail, ruin my life, my image, my everything.
Yep.
Nah, you gotta get pieced up, bro. You gotta see me.
You gotta catch these hands.
You gotta catch these hands, these feet, these elbows, these hollow points, everything.
You better hope the cops catch you before me. That's all
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying.
100%.
Resume.
I've got a lot to work on before I consider dating again. So, to elaborate on the breakup but keep it salient, I told her to come over last night. Said to her, I agree what she did was right by her daughter and I would do the same if I had a child that told me that. But I think she's out of order for not apologizing for what I've been through, or showing me
That
any
part.
empathy. I said I can't trust her daughter anymore, and don't want to be around her, or have her in my life. So that's it, I'm finishing with her. I also said there's too much drama, I don't want her ex interfering in my life. I didn't sign up for that.
Facts.
She started really crying, saying she's so sorry, etc. But I told her it's too late. She should have done that as soon as she knew I was innocent. I told her to go back to her mom's and think about how she wants to get her and her daughter's stuff back, and call me in a few days when she's decided. More tears. But she then, after a while, asked if it would make any difference if her daughter apologized. I said no, I never want to talk to her again. I'm especially done with her.
How would that make
and
that
I
a
explained
difference?
why. Not only am I so angry with her, I can't trust her. And what she did makes me angry for another reason too. Basically, I was violated as a child by an older male family member when I was 7. It messed me up for a long time. So, to have someone lie about something so disgusting, it fills me up with a lot of rage. She, my ex, had no idea. I never told her in our relationship at all. If she
As
knew,
you
she
shouldn't.
would definitely have apologized. I got so annoyed about that. Like, why does knowing what I went through make me more worthy of empathy? Does not ruining your boyfriend's life make me less of an apology? I went off on a rant about that. I was so pissed off. So, after I had my rant about it, I told her to leave and we'll talk in a few days about when to start collecting her stuff. I feel mixed, justified in ending it, but sad it's over. Like we were amazing up until this. Really started to bond as a team. Lots of good moments. My dog's missing them too. He sat by the door crying after she left. Edit.
Look here,
Just
look
to
here,
get this out the
Fido.
way,
You're
let's
my
stop
best
with this.
friend.
You let the father win, or he's one talk.
Let me
not
pause
really
it one
wanted-
at a time. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Know who team you on right now?
And who feed you, bro?
Hell, they just almost had Daddy go to jail for a couple years.
Couple years, more like 15.
Hell,
Yeah,
You-
15.
we don't know how long, but I was about to be gone. Nobody about to give you no kibbles and bits. You better know your loyalty.
Oh yeah.
Anything.
Nah, we would
He's
have a problem.
alienated his daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Ex hates him and the police are looking for him. Not only to mention, if he happened to cause me or my family any more trouble or bother us again, it'll end up very badly for him. He may have won the battle, but he's certainly lost the war.
I still
Now
want
for
that
some
dude
top
head on a
comments.
squibble.
Really sorry you had to go through all this. Breaking up was 100%
Let me
the
see if I
right
can skip a
choice,
little
as
forward,
you can
Brandon,
lead
for
on
the
your truth,
comments.
and
Gotcha.
Let's get to the next story. But how you feel about that one, Mr. Martin?
Oh yeah, completely agree. You know, I would have got out of Dodge. I would
Almost
have.
definitely.
I would have beat the.
Oh, the brakes off.
Yeah,
this
there we
man.
go. The brakes. I had to think of a PG word. Beat the
Oh,
brakes out of.
yeah.
Beat the brakes
It
out the
would have been
pop.
a Friday Debo fight.
Not even a Friday Debo fight. It'd have been what Friday after next with the donut man.
Not the donut.
You remember when the donut man when they jumped the donut man?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
it's gonna be just like that.
We're gonna tell you why Akihino is called the donut maker. They're like, yeah. Pop's wilding. I had to find me.
Oh, yeah, we gotta get that situated now.
Right. Next
told
story.
them that her father told her to accuse you. The next story is titled, Today I Messed Up by Helping Ruin My Son's Life. My son has been in college since last fall. Last November, my 16-year-old stepdaughter brought up allegations that my son had forced her repeatedly for several years. I confronted my son, and he categorically denied it. But I knew that even though he was my son, I could not defend him for such an awful act.
That
My wife-
pauses. We didn't ask you to defend him because I can kind of see where this story is going.
Yeah,
You don't have to defend him, but give him a fighting chance to
100%.
defend himself.
100%. Like I said, as a father, you can't just throw you under the bus. Like if I was in a situation, I don't know what I would do because I know how I raised my son. You know, my son, I would hope would never do nothing like that. You know,
Right. Give me the benefit of the doubt. From what this sounds like, you automatically thought he was guilty no matter what he said.
exactly.
That's why you said I couldn't defend him. You didn't have to defend him. but at least give him the chance to give his case.
Exactly.
Let's get into this.
And I reported him to the authorities.
See,
My son was arrested in December and held in prison for several weeks because I refused to provide him bail money. He was
and you didn't
eventually
bail
expelled
her?
from his Ivy League college.
Oh,
In the middle
my
of
God.
January, my stepdaughter broke down and admitted she lied about everything. She had actually been having intercourse with her boyfriend and was scared the news would reach us. The charges were dismissed, and my son was released immediately, but the damage was done. His first
Yeah,
girlfriend from
it's
college
over.
ended things with him. The news spread about the claims, and all his childhood friends have decided to just stay away from him, even though I called each and every one of them personally.
Pause it. Pause it. This is why you wait. Hey there, girl. How you doing? But this is why you wait on something like this.
100%, bro.
This boy's career is over. His life is
Right.
over.
And he was in an Ivy League school, bro. You know what you got to do to get into them schools?
A lot of work.
Like I consider myself a pretty, intelligent guy. I can't get into an Ivy League school. I tried,
Full range scholarship? Oh, most definitely.
and he lost all that. His friends don't want to talk with him. His girlfriend's done with him. Nobody's gonna pick him up. He couldn't go. He probably could better go to community college if he's lucky.
Most definitely. And that's so sad. His friends are done with him. His college is done with him. His girlfriend is done with him. You have effectively ruined your son's life over an allegation.
And one more thing before you start the video again. Was the stepdaughter? What is running through her mind? So she was sleeping with her boyfriend. What does that got to do with the son?
Most likely they're a religious family and she don't want them finding out. So she wanted to throw her stepbrother, who she has no ties to, underneath the bus. So they wouldn't find out.
Yeah, I guess so. Like kind of throw him in. Yeah, it makes sense. Throw
That
him
was
in the
she
fire
said.
to keep him out. Okay, I got you. You continue now.
Yeah, continue the video.
I've called the school and explained the situation, and even though they sympathized, they said he needed to reapply for the next school year and go through the admissions process again.
So you got to go
My
through
son is
admissions all over
understandably
again.
furious at us. He has moved back home and refuses to talk to me at all. Both my
I
wife and I
wouldn't.
have apologized to him repeatedly. We have banned my stepdaughter from our home permanently, and she has been sent to live with her father in another state. My wife and I also agreed to completely disinherit her from our wills. It has been a very painful situation.
What that got to
All
do
of us
with
started therapy.
his life?
The realization of how badly I ruined my son's life hit me when I picked up his first prescription of antidepressants today. I bawled my eyes out in my car. He is the pride and joy of my life. He is outgoing, funny, intelligent, and the kindest person I know. But when I handed him his medication, I could not even recognize him.
Can you
He
pause that
locks
for a second?
himself in his room.
About to. What's
So you say all that to say you say all these positive things about your son, but you don't give this kid the benefit of the doubt of saying, maybe there's more to the situation than I can than was just being said.
Fact.
Again, as a father, you gotta react to this quickly. Boom, boom. I understand that 100%. But you can't just
what happened to asking questions?
Exactly. Ask questions
Before we call the cops.
Because I promise
how long have this abuse been going on? Why you didn't tell us at this time? I promise you, if them questions were asked, she would have broke before we even have to do all of this.
If they would have pressed her, she would have said, nope, I'm done.
But you
I
know
was
what they're gonna say about that, your victim blaming and all that.
Huh.
No, I'm asking questions before I ruin somebody's life. Your son's life is over. He'll never be the same boy,
100%, like 100%, something like that, take that very, very seriously. But before you swing the sword, you gotta know you cutting the right person's head off. You feel me?
Right. Because now I wouldn't blame your son for never talking to you again.
Oh yeah, 100%. So what? So I get some money when you die. That's what you get for destroying my life, my reputation,
destroying everything that I
because. Be honest, when this dude's finished school, that's still gonna follow him. He could be sitting there and be like, oh, you heard about this dude? He got into little thing with his stepsister back in the day. I don't know if I want to give him the job.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
You'd be better off just changing your whole name because that's the only way to run away from it.
Honestly.
Reason.
Does not eat properly and has lost several pounds so far.
I bet you
Whenever
he
I
has.
try talking to him, I just see the hate he has for me in his eyes. I don't know if I can ever get him to love me again. I know he is on Reddit very often. T, if you are reading, I want to tell you again how sorry your stepmom and I are. I promise I will get you into college again. I know I can't get you back the year you lost, but I will do everything in my power to make this
Again,
right.
he was
Everything
in
I have
jail
has
for a
always been for
year
you.
for something
I
he
hope you
didn't
will give
do.
me a chance to fix this. I love you so much it hurts. I failed as a father and I hope one day you will forgive me.
Probably not.
Now for
Hell
the top
no.
comments. Dear God, you messed up.
We're gonna
That
skip
step-
past them comments, but I'm like, forgive you, bro.
There's no forgiving.
Bro, you
Honestly,
lucky that he haven't swung on you yet.
I personally say that there's no forgiving. Like, I can't forgive you for that. Father or parent or not. Deep down inside, I'm still gonna love you, still gonna care for you. But as far as we go, you're dead to me.
Oh, most definitely. Look, the only reason I'm at this house because I have nowhere else to go.
Literally.
That's it. What getting me back in college gonna do other than get words thrown around about me? I can't go back to that college
Exactly.
because everybody gonna look at me and suspicious as, oh shit, that's the dude who touched his sister. Nobody believe you're innocent, even if the charges are dropped.
Oh, yeah.
They just think you pressured your sister to not press charges anymore.
Exactly. Like he really can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is my mental health is my field, that's what I went to school for,
Mm-hmm.
But like stuff like that, you gotta think about the
The
ramifications
ramifications.
of everything. Because it's not just getting back into school, it's the situation at school, it's his professors, it's his classmates, it's his social life at school is done already. Nobody's gonna be seen with this kid. 100%.
Oh, you
Nobody's gonna be seen
you
with
can
him.
count that out.
So no
Because
girlfriends, no
soon as you try to
friends.
talk to a girl, they'll be like, "Aren't you a person who was accused of attacking your sister for several years?" It was a lie. That what they all say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, your girlfriend and your friends don't believe you. Why should I?
Exactly.
Like again, I say people pull that trigger too early, really, bro. And I'm like, bruh, you really then ducked up. That skip to the next door. That's sad right there, bro. That one, I didn't know they had one that sad in the story.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you fucked up. All right, we here. That's good.
The last story is titled, My sister-in-law, 14 female, claimed I, 26 male, impregnated her.
Oh my
My
god.
sister-in-law, who is 14, got pregnant, and when her
Is this
parents found
common?
out, she lied and told them that I was the father. My wife left to be with her family when this broke, and her father was in a rage. I got a lawyer. The lawyer I got told
Smart
me I needed
man.
to pack up, take off work and stay somewhere where my wife and her family wouldn't know where to find me.
Smart
Boy, was he
lawyer.
right. The next day, our apartment was broken into by my father-in-law, and completely trashed it with a baseball bat. My neighbors called the police obviously, and he ended up getting arrested but bailed out by my mother-in-law the next day. My wife's entire family constantly texting and calling, to say how horrible of a person I was. My lawyer met with the family and their lawyer, to tell them I denied all the accusations and that I wanted a DNA test done. After the meeting, the texts and calls switched to calling me a coward for claiming my sister-in-law was lying. This went on for a few more days, before the mounting pressure finally broke
Why?
my sister-in-law's resolve. She came clean and told everyone who the real father was, being a 15-year-old at her
Let me-
school. that
Let me pause it right here. This is why it's not believe all women. I don't care. This is why it's not believe all women.
Exactly. Because you heard the words he used. He never said forced. He never said anything. He said that she's saying she got knocked up by her brother-in-law. She never said he was forced her. So in the eyes of everybody else, this is consensual.
That doesn't matter. She's 15. He's 26.
Of course. I get what you're saying. But what I don't get was why can't you just name a random dude? Why you gotta throw somebody under the bus?
Why you just can't name the boy from school?
Let him deal with it. Because the reason is, because then that make her, being punished for her bad actions, unprotected sex, what the case may be, it makes her a victim.
Oh yes. Also, to the parents out there who might see this video, stop punishing your daughters for having sex, for Christ's sake.
For real.
You are destroying people's lives.
Teach them kids about safe sex.
I really want to emphasize this. Don't stop demonizing your daughters because they got a boy out there whose life is being ruined because she's afraid to tell you she got pregnant by the boy down the street. She's just gonna make up a lie. Oh, he raped me. You know how many just don't make it to Reddit? Let's talk about that. How many of these girls who go years holding that lie in? Parents could be gone by now. People are in jail.
Oh yeah. And the thing is, it's really hard to tell. Well, not really hard to tell, but it's more difficult to tell, in intercourse with a rape kit. Because you look for like stuff like tearing and stuff like that. But if you had a hot and heavy intercourse session, you might have similar
Bro,
effects.
It doesn't matter. It's a he said, she said.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't even prove it at that point in time that it wasn't, sexual assault.
And that's scary. That's scary, bro. I'm happy he's able to just write this story instead of being in a jail cell for something he didn't do. But let's finish this out.
Told her to make something up. When this news came out, I still had to go through some whole BS investigation to show that I wasn't actually a secret child predator. I'm self-employed, so we will see how bad this whole episode is going to screw up my life, and I'm definitely pressing charges against my father-in-law for the damage he did to my apartment and threat to my life he posed. Contrary to what most people on here suggested I do, I am not going to immediately divorce my wife. Our marriage was amazing before this happened, and I don't want to throw that away over a stupid 14-year-old and her boyfriend. I've seen my wife a few times and told her I understand why she did what she did, and that I still want to be with her given that I will not want to be around specifically her father or her sister for a long time. And
I'm gonna keep it above 50 with you.
We did marriage counseling.
Let me put a pause on that. I'm going straight to divorce.
Oh yeah.
Hear me out. You're my wife. Out of anybody who I think who should stand by my side, is you. Who most likely told her dad where I most likely would be at the time?
But Pops never came to him.
Yeah,
Pops went to his house. He went to their house.
Yeah, he went to their house. How he got in?
True. It says he broke in, but you never know.
He had that house key. Most likely given to him by his daughter.
But for me personally, I would divorce her too. Mainly on line, well, yes, I agree with you. I would be hurt, but also I'm not trying to deal with your family again.
Facts. How can I deal with your family again? Family reunion is going to be very awkward. Imagine we have kids. They don't want to be in my life. I can't deal with this.
Exactly.
There's no forgiveness here. Now we got this over. You picked your bed. You didn't even want to hear me out. Bye, Felicia.
Deuces.
Those terms, and we have been to a few sessions separately and together now. Thanks for the input I got on the old post. Edit. Lot of people are acting like this whole situation continued even with DNA evidence proving I was innocent. That's not the case. There never was a DNA test and likely won't be, now that sister-in-law admitted and the actual father confirmed it. The threat alone of a DNA test is what made her tell the truth. I also said I'm not immediately divorcing my wife. It may come to it after we have tried counseling, but I don't know at this time. Yes, I'm hurt by my wife not believing me, but at the same time, we've only been married for a year and a half, and she basically raised her sister while her parents worked and has always been very close to her. My wife
That's too
didn't
much of
cut
an
contact with me
excuse.
through this. I did at the direction of my lawyer. I left my phone with him, and looking back through it now, she never accused me of anything, was just asking questions trying to figure out what was going on. My father-in-law acted out on his own by breaking in. No one knew what he was doing and I don't have any sympathy for his actions and am pressing charges for everything he did. He broke in,
There you go.
not used my wife's keys to get in. The
All
door
right, I
frame
was wrong.
completely destroyed. Now for the top advice. Keep talking to that lawyer. You might
All right,
not be
that's
out
the
of
end of the
woods yet.
stories
I would
that
have
I
your
got
lawyer
for you.
start to build civil cases.
What you think about tonight's stories, Mr. Martin?
Very, very sad,
Concerning.
honestly. All of them are pretty sad.
First
But
guy, he got messed over for real.
Oh yeah.
Second guy, I don't even know what to say to you. His son life is over. Last dude, bro, you should be straight to divorce. I'm not going to counseling.
Can't fix that. Like I would get out now because I believe there's a clause in most wedding contracts that if it doesn't last a year,
You could get it annulled.
yeah, I would do
Yeah.
that. I would just hop it out.
Go back to your family, grab your stuff. I'm gonna fix up my house, and I don't want to see not a hair of any of y'all ever again. I'm getting a restraining order real quick.
Yeah, Pop's getting sued though.
Oh yeah, somebody paying for all this. We be broke people though. Yeah, those stories were kind of depressing. Damn, I wanted some lighthearted stories. Well, shit, it be like that sometimes. Oh shit, I accidentally removed myself from the thing.
Man, keep yourself from the home stream.
Shut up. Happens sometimes. There, you got half a screen to talk about. That was the Reddit part of our stories today, but we also got something else for y'all tonight about the TikTok therapist,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Barian, who is also a licensed therapist.
That I am.
Tell him about your credentials, Mr. Barian.
Okay. I graduated from Southern University in New Orleans.
Tell him how it is.
It's pretty good school.
Mm-hmm.
I have my master's in psychology. And a minor in social work.
A minor in social. All right, Mr. Martin. You must have heard about the TikTok therapist then.
I have.
You've seen the videos.
I have.
What do you think? Why do you think she would have did this? And did the employer did right firing her?
Employer's 100% right firing her, for one. And two, why would she? Because if I can't trust you with my patients to keep 100%, depending on the type of practice you work for, you can be breaking the law. Because in the medical terms, there's things called HIPAA laws. So
I understand those.
no matter what goes on between the healthcare provider and the patient, that stays between us and whoever needs to know to treat that person. That is it. And if it goes beyond that room and somebody finds out, you could possibly go to jail. And that's like the bad side, if not be horribly financially ruined.
Oh, so no matter how you look at it, she was gonna get fired.
Oh yeah, 100%. She got off extremely light. Is getting fired.
Bro, they had a dude argue me down about this. Because I was like, bro, she literally broke HIPAA laws and was talking about her clients. And I was like, dude, if I was considering getting therapy, with therapists like this, it made me think twice.
Of course. That's not.
It don't
You
seem
don't
comforting.
exactly, especially for people in my field, mental health professionals. People come to you looking for help. Once they come at their lowest moment, seeking help. And last thing you should ever do is talk crap behind their back.
It's not even behind their back.
I'm saying
It's
on the
live.
internet, excuse me.
Because from what new information is telling us, she was reported by her clients, her superior. One of our clients reported her, and they had the article from the black woman who reported her.
Mm.
So I'm like, your clients know what you've been saying about them.
She's there, so she's done. Like I said, she's done. And she
Unless
probably won't be able to get a job in healthcare world like ever again.
Unless she starts her own practice, right?
I mean, even start her own practice, your name is still on that LLC. So if anybody know what you did in the past, they may not want to work with you. Not mean they won't want to work with you.
Yeah, because
and again, it all comes down to trust. If I can't trust you, why am I going to sit down with you and tell you about my problems?
Most definitely. But I just seen that people had sent her like $500 million or something like that to help her start her own practice. Not 500 million, 500,000. I went too far, but still.
I was about to say, Lord,
I need to get fired from my job. They know we can get rich by getting fired.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because she said she was getting evicted and all this. I'm like, bro. I'm pretty sure none of y'all went through the eviction process before, but it takes months to get evicted. She wasn't paying her bills. How's she getting evicted now after a week?
Because either she wasn't paying her bills or when she was just lying. I had to catch myself.
Right. Like either she wasn't making no real money in the first place, or she just lying, and that's the concerning part. And that's what I really had an issue with that whole situation. I was called a coon and all this other. Like she don't make herself like an approachable therapist. She makes herself make me say, yes, I am justified of keeping my shit to myself and playing video games and expressing myself on video games.
So like I say, everybody, like I tell my clients, it's best to let things out. Whatever way you find best to let that out, as long as it's not hurting anybody and it's constructive, whether that's playing video games, whether that's, writing poetry, playing football, watching sports, talking to your family, talking to me, irregardless, whatever you find like you need to do to help yourself, that is fine.
My God, that sounds like an actual thing a therapist would say.
The last thing you want to do is talk bad about people that are coming to you for help.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. That was her issue. Let's talk about people who are coming to me for help.
That's it. That woman there, she gives us a bad name. 100% a bad name.
You can't tell these people's nothing anymore. It's getting sad out here.
Because at the end of the day, I'm a proud black man. I love my people and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, all people in there is going to see is just a black woman being targeted, quote unquote. That's all they're going to see.
Oh yeah, that's all they saw. Because people saying we should be able to say whatever we want on our social media. I'm like, where have y'all worked in the last 40 years? That is not how that ever worked.
You can say what you want on social media. That's completely fine. But not when it involves somebody else.
That, and plus, if it embarrasses you and connected to your company, trust and believe you're going to be brought in for a meeting the next day.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if you saw this dude. They got a white boy on YouTube right now who got fired from GameStop for making YouTube videos about how bad GameStop is. And those videos went to Walmart, and Walmart fired him for pointing out how they mess over people. I love his videos. I gotta think of it. Camelot. Camelot is his name. He's a great YouTuber. He tell you how these people get over on people because he worked there. We can only tell you how McDonald's get over on people.
Yeah, the good old days.
Good old days, my tale. College was horrible.
Yeah, it was.
All right, Mr. Martin, I think I got one last thing for you tonight.
All right. Let's hear it.
Last thing today. I got asked online the dumbest question in my online life. Who will win in a fight? Hancock? We should end it right there, but I gotta tell you the combatant. Or the dumb, basic dollar store brand Superman from The Boys, Homelander.
So we talking about Hancock, right? So, Will Smith Hancock, correct?
Yep.
Versus Homelander.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it to Hancock, not only because I like Will Smith as a person, as an actor, but also because, like it's been stated multiple times, anybody who does watches The Boys or these YouTube guys and girls that be making these videos about Homelander. Homelander has never had a real fight. He is the strongest being in his universe. Period.
This is the thing. His power is basically, I cannot be hurt. Yeah. My kryptonite is my woman, and she got to be near me for a week. Weeks exactly. On time for me to get weak.
Exactly.
And this is the other thing. Homelander has actual battle experience.
Homelander does not have battle experience.
No. Listen it out. Homelander people fought each other. Homelander just forgot because he caught amnesia.
Wait, pause. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Homelander from The Boys? Homelander from The Boys is an alien. He's a lab rat.
I'm saying Homelander. I mean Hancock.
Yeah, there
Hancock
you go.
Has actual battle experience.
Yeah, he does.
Homelander is a big fish in a small pond. He's a dollar store brand Superman.
Not a dollar store brand Superman, honestly. I don't disrespect Superman like that. He's like the
How that disrespecting Superman? Yeah, he's a dollar store brand version of Superman. Because Superman would never. This man is not beating Omni-Man. He's not beating Superman. He's not beating Ultraman. He's not beating no version of different Superman I could think of. He's literally a whiny child.
He is.
Compared to any other version of Superman.
Basically, I think the only person he could probably beat is little dude from Brightburn.
Yeah.
Legitimately a child.
Even then, I still may give it to Brightburn. Because, bruh, Brightburn is literally just a Saiyan. If you really think about it, he was sent to that Earth to take it over.
Right.
That's it. I'm pretty sure he's battle tested. So yeah, I didn't even want to acknowledge that talking point right there. But I got a better one for you.
What you got?
Yujiro Hama versus the dude from Tekken, the old guy.
Oh, him?
Mm-hmm. I saw that on King Lion page. And I was like, well, like usual, but Mr. Yonda there.
You talk about Heihachi? Heihachi Mishima.
Yeah, Hashi Misha.
Uh,
That man fought gods.
hey, look, I'll say this because actually, me and Jermaine talked about this not too long ago. We actually spoke on this, and honestly, he broke it down to me. As much as I love Yujiro Hanma and Baki and all them, they will get bodied, horribly bodied by the Mishima family, which is Heihachi and all those guys.
Definitely. I didn't even think about asking that the Hamas versus the Mishimas, but I'm like, bro, it's not fair
At all.
It's not fair. The Mishimas are on a different level. I'm
Literally,
like,
godlike.
These are humans who are able to throw hands with gods.
Literally godlike.
Like the only person y'all have in your roster that could really top with them is Yujiro grandfather. And even then, that's still almost an equal fight for him and Heihachi. You can't mention the other ones. Y'all about to get your wig split.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it'll be over for our poor Hama family. But it's gonna be an awesome fight. It's gonna be a good looking fight.
It would be a very good fight. I'll pay to watch that fight.
Oh, most definitely. I'll look at that all week, every day, every day. But Mr. Martin, we're about to log you off for the night. We hit reaching that 50-minute mark. We got one person in the eye. You have anything you want to say before we logged out? Give them a chance to put a comment in the chat. We'll give them about a minute and a half. Go play the front song again. Man, because I love it. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. All right, that was that good quick minute. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. I'll be having Mr. B-Man on when I can to talk about anime news next time. We may be talking about One Piece. We may be talking about what stuff you're reading right now, Brandon.
Right now, I'm actually just catching One Piece. Honestly, I haven't really read One Piece since Wano. I'm caught up from actually watching videos, but I haven't read it myself.
I need to get into Record of Ragnarok.
Another one you should really get into. I just finished reading Chainsaw Man. That's a really good one.
I heard that having a TV show come out.
Yeah, it is. I think it's dropping. I want to say February.
I'm about to check that out. I'm gonna look at Chainsaw Man. We're gonna talk more about anime manga next time. We'll just get this Reddit story stuff out the way because we wanted to talk about it, talk about Bree, all that good stuff. Thank you for coming in. We out.